Against this background, the Governing Council decided the following. First, we will continue to conduct net asset purchases under the Pandemic Emergency Purchase Programme with a total envelope of 1,800 billion euros until at least the end of March 22, and in any case, until the Governing Council judges that the coronavirus crisis phase is over.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. It's another bullish day in the market, and I have some very big updates for you guys. We're going to break down Bakkt getting approval in New York City. They got their BIT license. Also, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, has bought more Bitcoin. Who would have thought? And we have an update around SBI Holdings and XRP, as well as the NFT bubble. I want to talk about that. Beeple and the huge, kind of demand and valuations is just in bubble phase right now. So I want to break it down for you guys. Before I do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, reminder, I have my free weekly newsletter. Be sure to subscribe, link in the description. Once again, it's free, no spam, all crypto knowledge and insights. Also, I want to let you guys know about the interviews I have confirmed and those that are coming up. I'm interviewing Ripple's David Schwartz, their CTO, next week. Also, Pierce Crosby, the GM at TradingView. And I'm also in contact with Anchorage to interview their co-founder. I'm also in contact with Warren Davidson, Congressman Warren Davidson, the one behind the Token Taxonomy Act, to schedule an interview. And of course, Brad Garlinghouse at Ripple, that's in progress as well. So make sure you have that notification bell enabled, my friends. Also, guys, someone emailed me, one of my viewers, telling me about a SIM hack that they experienced, and they lost some of their crypto, and they're still trying to recover that crypto. But make sure, guys, you take the proper security steps. Just imagine that feeling of losing your money, having it stolen, right? It's not a good feeling, and I don't want any of you losing your crypto and your potential earnings there, guys. So make sure you lock your SIM with your cell provider. Make sure you contact them and say, hey, no changes to my SIM unless I authorize in person, right? Also, use two-factor authentication on both your exchange accounts and email. So this way, there's two barriers to entry there. Use a hardware wallet. I personally have the majority of my crypto on a hardware wallet. I have some on exchanges here and there, but it's not a lot. The bulk of my holdings are on a hardware wallet. Use IP whitelisting, meaning, for example, you could put the security steps that only the IP address from your home can access the exchanges. That means no one else from anywhere can't do that. So it's these security steps, guys, will protect your funds. So please be careful. You don't want to be in this situation. So I am going to try to help this viewer out to maybe recover his funds by emailing some of the exchanges. So guys, just be careful. Now, moving ahead, Bitcoin over $57,000. And I certainly think we could see $60,000 possibly in the next 3 to 4 days, guys. I think it's highly possible. Maybe by Monday, maybe by Sunday, right? We shall see. But we are on track. If you've been a subscriber of this channel, we've been talking about the parabolic moves, the mini speculative bubbles, the corrections, the consolidation phases, and then the move upwards. The next target is $75,000. Of course, macro level charts are predicting $100,000 plus. The stock to flow model is predicting $100,000, but the stock to flow model X is predicting $288,000. So make sure you have a plan, know what you're doing, but it's all market cycles. You have your bull, bear, and accumulation phases, as I've talked about for years. And right now, of course, we're in the bull market. Eventually, we'll go to a bear market. The bull market does not last forever, so keep that in mind. And you got to have a plan. Don't wing it. Know what you're doing. Know what price points you're going to cash out on, or if you're going to lend your crypto and lock it up to earn interest. Whatever you're doing, just have a plan. Now, this is interesting. 1 year ago today, the price of Bitcoin was $3,800. I bought that dip, but I wish I bought more because, man, of course, it's at $57,000 today. So, but my bags are certainly filled this time around. In 2017, I didn't listen to, in late 2016 and in early 2017, I didn't listen to my friend and I didn't take the time to research as much as I should have. And I would have been possibly a multimillionaire by the end of 2017, of course, but I have the opportunity to be that this time around because my bags are filled, my friends. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, VeChain, and so forth. I'm ready for the peak prices. Now, certainly Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, they are banking on higher prices too. Check this out. MicroStrategy has purchased an additional 262 Bitcoins for approximately $15 million in cash and an average price of approximately $57,146,000 per Bitcoin. So some of you may be like, dude, what? You're like buying Bitcoin at $57,000? Remember, these guys have a macro level view and they know higher prices are coming. I just talked about the stock to flow model predicting $100,000, stock to flow model X $288,000. So even if it just hits $100,000, this guy is going to make money. They know this, and that is why they would easily double their money. And look, it could go higher than 100,000, so they could even 2x their money here, right? So you got to keep that in mind, or even 3x. So they are accumulating, and I think what we are waiting for, as Michael Saylor said, is the next big mover. We saw Tesla put 1.5 billion of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Wait till Apple, Facebook, or Google, or Amazon does this, right? We're going to see mass FOMO. So Michael Saylor says, as of March 12, 2021, we hodl approximately 91,326 Bitcoins acquired for approximately $2.2 billion at an average price of $24,214 per Bitcoin. So they're dollar cost averaging. So notice the overall, right? Buying at the lows, also buying at these, higher prices as well. But we know higher highs are coming, guys. As I just showed you in the chart, we're still early in this bull phase. There's still more to go. There's more than a half a year to go. And some people are thinking this bull cycle could extend a little bit longer. Not, like 3 years or something. I'm talking maybe it could be an extra 6 months or whatever it is, right? Because 2017, a lot of retail hands sold off, a lot of weak hands sold off. So keep that in mind. And the companies are putting their stake in the ground as much as they can. There's a big land grab here to get as much market share because there's money to be made here, my friends. And New York grants Bakkt coveted bit license. For those of you who don't know Bakkt, they are owned by the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange, which is named the Intercontinental Exchange. Now, they've had some run-in with some issues because Kelly Loeffler, who is the husband of the owner of the New York Stock Exchange and the Intercontinental Exchange, was of course running in politics, a lot of bad press and all of that. So I think Bakkt has been under the radar because they don't want to be associated with her, right? At this point. So it seems like they're quietly making their moves. And remember, their plan before the pandemic was to launch with Starbucks, the ability to walk in Starbucks and use their app to buy Starbucks products. So that was going to be a big adoption piece. Now, I think once again, things got slowed down on their end. I was in contact with them for an interview. They went radio silent. So I think they're trying to keep things on the low until some time has passed, some space between Kelly Loeffler situation and politics and with them. So we might see something later this year. They'll pop up in the hype and be like, hey, walk into Starbucks and Starbucks is open and go use the Bakkt app to buy coffee or whatever it is, right? So this is good news for them. And once again, they're a powerhouse, guys. If the New York Stock Exchange has a parent company and they own Bakkt, there's money, there's power behind that. So on Thursday, the New York Department of Financial Services announced that Bakkt had become the 29th Bitcoin licensee. First granted to Paxos in 2015, the BIT license is New York's program for regulating digital currency firms. I honestly think it is a bullshit program. They need to get rid of this. This is holding up business in New York. Many exchanges are still waiting. With it, Bakkt will have new access to offer crypto trading in the financial center of the United States. The NYDFS also took the opportunity to plug its other crypto initiatives, including a tech sprint that aims to find new ways of getting data from firms to regulators in real time. While New York's regulation has had a reputation of hawkishness, Manhattan's status as a financial center continues to make access to the jurisdiction extremely attractive to businesses looking to engage in all sorts of trading activities. When PayPal was looking to get into crypto, the firm waited for New York's first conditional bit license before making its plans public. So once again, this bit license stuff, they need to get rid of it, but it's great that while it's still here, these crypto companies are getting them. And let's see what move Bakkt makes. Once again, they've been slow moving over the past year, keeping things under wrap, but there's a lot of money and power behind this company. So I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing. And obviously they have that Starbucks partnership. Now, an update from SBI Holding regarding XRP. We know Mr. Yoshitaka Katao, the CEO and president, he's very bullish on XRP. And they've been giving shareholders XRP, which I thought was pretty cool. SBI Holding subsidiary continues XRP benefit program. So the update here is that they continue to do that, which is great. And of course, they have the regulatory clarity there. XRP is not a security in Japan, in Singapore, in Europe, and so forth. It's just the United States with their problems with the SEC, right? Of course, I've interviewed Hester Pierce. You guys have seen that. You see what the challenges are. I'm hoping with Gary Gensler coming in, the ship is steered in the right direction here. Chris Giancarlo, who said XRP is not a security, the former CFTC chairman, I interviewed him as well. You guys can check out those interviews to get an idea of what's happening. And I think we just got to be patient here. Finally, guys, NFTs. I am bullish on NFTs. I believe they're going to be a big part of the future in artwork and collectibles and so forth. Absolutely. However, right now, as I've stated before, the valuations are ridiculous. It is in a bubble. And I caution many of you to be careful if you're investing in NFTs. Be careful, guys, right? If something just seems overvalued, and it probably is, right? And do your due diligence and your research. Even Beeple, the artist here, says NFTs are in a bubble. And there's a $69.3 million mystery buyer to be revealed soon. So appearing on CoinDesk TV a day after his record-setting sale, Mike Winkleman questioned whether NFTs will democratize art. But even he's saying it's in a bubble. And he's selling, right? Because he didn't expect that valuation. He said, I think it's a bubble. He said of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, on CoinDesk TV a day after his tokenized collage. Every day is the first 5,000 days sold for $69.3 million. If it's not a bubble now, I do believe it will probably be a bubble at some point because there's just so many people rushing into this space. So once again, be careful. Once again, this is not to say NFTs don't have a future. They do. They're going to be a big part of the future. But these valuations are bubble territory, guys. Be careful, okay? I just don't want you guys to go invest in something that's crazy and that you can't sell it back. You're left holding the bag, right? I'm certainly looking at some, more sports related, because sports memorabilia and trading cards and so forth have the ability to appreciate over time, especially if it's around sports stars who may have passed away or, are getting older, and folks want to, make sure they have some sort of memorabilia around them. So that's what I'm looking at, but be careful, guys. This thing is bubble territory. I've even said, look, I think some of this, could be money laundering. I'm sure there's going to be studies, and they're going to find some people were just putting the money here for laundering standpoint. Not everything, so don't get me wrong, but I think there's going to be a bubble burst here, and a lot of things are going to be revealed. However, NFTs are here to stay. And it's going to be more efficient. I know Ethereum with the gas fees are crazy right now, but Chainlink, Flare, and a bunch of other people are going to be doing it. So we're going to see some more efficient movement of NFTs and all of that. So exciting future as we head into the digital economy. Guys, what do you think? Could Bitcoin hit $60,000 by Monday? Look, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's a certainty. And we see a lot of folks are buying up as much as they can, like MicroStrategy. And I am anxiously awaiting, my friends, the news from an Apple or a Google or a Facebook or Amazon, right? Just remember, and I'm not saying I'm the source of this news, but I think that's coming soon. And I think we will see a massive surge. Maybe we blow past that $75,000 target and we go all the way up to $100,000. it's possible, right? Just look at the Tesla green candle. That was like a, I don't know what, $3,000 or $4,000 candle. That was ridiculous. No, actually, it was a near a $10,000 candle, I think. Yeah, around there. But just if you have Apple putting some of their billions in, oh my gosh, get ready. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. Share this video. Don't forget the interviews coming up, guys. Make sure you have that notification bell enabled, and I'll talk to you all later.